Questions for Charles. Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds for people to please send in questions for Charles, but we can get started in a couple seconds. Okay, I'm gonna get started, but people please send in questions if you can. So your first question is, how do you want to strengthen relationships with other organizations?
Okay, perfect. Thank you for that question. So, like other EVPs in the past, they've definitely tried to get more involved with other orgs. And one way I want to do that outside of TroyFi is just going to their meetings. I feel like that's a tradition that has happened, especially since Dominguez Hills went to ours. And I definitely want to return that favor, whether it's someone who, if it's like a huge crowd or just some of the board members. I think that'll definitely be a way that we can integrate ourselves and show that we are the only Filipinx American org at USC. We are here to support you. And something else that I definitely want to do is be more involved with SE Pasa. I've been in contact with some of the board members of that, and I've been asking them like, what other ways can TroyFi do to be more involved with SC Pasta in general. And also, one thing that I want to have that'll uh, involve both SC Pasta and A Pasta is the Mr. Troyfi. I definitely want to bring that back, as someone else has mentioned. I think that'll be a great way to raise funds um, for a great cause, while also getting orgs within USC and outside of USC involved with us.
Thank you. Your next question is, now that the role of being the APOSA representative has been shifted from IVP to EVP, do you have any ideas or plans for collaborations with internal organizations?
Yeah. So I also want to collaborate with other internal orgs like we did with VSA and stuff like that. I want one to focus on more advocacy rooted relations, like getting involved with Scape, doing a collab with them, and other ways to integrate the Philippine X Studies initiative that Rochelle started. So getting more involved with, again, the Southeast Asian clubs like VSA, and I know that CCASA and KCASA get litty. So if we want to do that, we can also be involved with them. I think there's so many different things that TroyFi does, whether it's being social or being advocacy related, that we can do to be involved with internal orgs within USC.
Okay, thank you. What ideas do you have for friendship games?
Okay, so I think one very, very important thing about friendship games is the theme. And so during the beginning of the semester, I definitely would want your voice, general members, to get some ideas going. I definitely will have mine, but I want to make sure that it's something that everyone feels comfortable and hyped about to participate in. I know that they've done like Camp Rock themes before, Disney theme, and like Avatar themed. So just doing stuff that um, the general members want to do and be a part of. That's one thing. And also for all of the practices for the games, I definitely want there to be incentives like Rankfa did with having food for people. And I think having prizes for people who attend the most uh, practices, I think that'd be great. Just creating ways for people to show up, turn out, and participate, and just really immerse themselves within TroyFi.
Okay. Your next question is, how will you support Troy 5 members and get them hyped and excited to externalize with other orgs?
Great question. Because I'm sure a lot of you know me from my development background of professionalism and going through mental health, but y'all haven't seen the hyped side of Charles. I don't know. But I definitely just want to support people, whether that's recruiting new members or just making sure that everyone is hyped for this. So just, yeah, um, making sure that people, again, are excited with the type of programming that we do and creating meaningful experiences with every single person within Troy Phi, even if I'm not their best friend or something like that. Just creating that spuff type of experience for all of them.
Okay, Charles. Your last question is, what can you apply to your new position if you do receive the position of EVP that you've learned from being on eBoard?
Well, okay, 30 seconds. So I think both being an intern my freshman year and being on eBoard this year, that's showed me so much about leadership and just being decisive and having a vision. I think if you have a clear strategy and vision for what you want in the future, that'll definitely um, be shown through the programming and initiatives like I did with Director of Development. And so just making sure that I know what I want for everyone here. That's my answer.